said what you said. If you mean what you said, then stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. You said what you said. If you mean what you said, then stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Just stand on it. Media, we make you stand on it. We tell the truth because it's a demand for it. You know the business. I might even rant for it. They call him the press before he even ran through it.
You said what you said. If you mean what you said, then stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. You said what you said. If you mean what you said, then stand on it. 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 Stand on it.
Top of the day and welcome to Stand on the Media. Salute to the Stand on the Media family out there. Happy Thursday to everybody. Blessings and salutations to all. If you're new to my channel, much appreciated. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share the video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop my video. So listen, we're going to get right to the content, man. Salute to OG Jericho for the content, man. Salute to OG Jericho for the content. I've never reacted to his content. It just came across my desk. I did like the title, so I'm going to react to it. If I like what I hear, I will subscribe towards the end. His title reads, Rolling 60s was there when Big U's son was backdoored and unalived at the LA smoke shop. No arrest made. And that's what made me want to react to it, because those that know me know my theory. They know who I think was behind it. It was a targeted unaliving, and it was a message sent to Big U. You can speculate on who sent the message. This is what I will point out, though. Whack 100 has been out here pushing a narrative that Baby Huey didn't know the people. He didn't walk up to the car, and he's been pushing that they had this close relationship, despite what him and his dad went through. He's been pushing that narrative. If you know his history, he has a pattern of this. Just saying. I'm not going to say too much because I don't have no facts behind what my theory is. But if you want to know more about my theory, you have to go back and watch one of my previous videos talking about Baby Huey. Rest in peace. You'll hear what my theory is. Salute to my Stand on the Media family. Thank y'all for all the support that y'all give me. Appreciate y'all. I really mean it. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We're going to get to the content, though. It's a lot to get to, man. Thank y'all for being here again. Hit that like button, please, and share this video. Stand on the Media. Let's go.
Son of LA Crips leader Eugene Big U Henley is fatally shot at a Los Angeles smoke shop on 69th and Figueroa Street. The 34-year-old son of Eugene Big U Henley, an accused Crips leader facing federal charges in a sprawling criminal case involving accusations of running a mafia-like enterprise, died after being shot Friday night in South Los Angeles, officials said. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiners identified the shooting victim as Jabari Henley. The fatal shooting occurred just after 11 p.m. at Figueroa and 69th Streets in the Vermont Slauson neighborhood, said Norma Osmond, a spokesperson for the Los Angeles Police Department. The shooting occurred after the victim had appeared to walk up to a vehicle, Osmond said. Suspects inside the vehicle shot him and fled the scene. There is no description of the suspects, Osmond said.
A man killed in South LA on Halloween night is the son of a former rap executive and alleged former gang leader.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rolling 60s Crips gang. Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
Jabari Henley was fatally shot that night of Halloween, and reports suggest it may have been a targeted attack and that the suspect was wearing a Halloween mask. Authorities have not yet made an arrest, despite a video that's going viral on the internet saying that the killers of Big U's son Jabari Henley have been caught, but this has not been verified, and the reports are still remaining that the suspects are still at large.
My house and that.
Hey, hop the fence and did some whole shit. They somewhere over there.
Right
Yo, blue. Right here.
Give me a second.
This is crazy. It's crazy. This weird snitching. They caught his ass right there. They got him right there. He got that all black on. Snitching on him.
Authorities have not released a description of the vehicle involved in the shooting. The suspects in the shooting of Jabari Henley have not been identified as of yet, and they fled the scene in an unknown direction. The shooter fled the area, and investigators are still searching for suspects. Several men reportedly wearing Texas Ranger-style hats were briefly detained for questioning, but no arrests have been announced. Tributes quickly began pouring in across social media as news of Baby Huey's death spread. Rolling 60s leader Big U's son, Baby Huey, has reportedly been shot and killed outside of a smoke shop in Los Angeles. R.I.P., one fan wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. Henley was best known for his collaboration on the track Hood with Hood Rich Pablo Juan and Kenny Beats. The rapper was the son of Eugene Big U Henley, founder of Big U Enterprise and a major figure in the Los Angeles rap and street community, and his wife Stacey Henley. A motive for Saturday's shooting is unclear, but the LAPD added that Eugene's alleged gang ties are a major part of the investigation. It's heartbreaking, Loose Cannon, a Rolling 60s Crip said, adding, while being behind bars makes the loss even harder, God makes no mistakes. He also suggested Jabari may have known his killer. Authorities have not confirmed whether the shooting was gang-related. Jabari Henley played football as a linebacker at Crenshaw High School, said Robert Garrett, who coached him. He was positive and fun, Garrett said. A hard worker with good attitude and a pleasure to have. Eugene Big U Henley has another younger son that's in the NFL, plays for the Chargers, and a lot of people were mistaking him for being caught up in this incident, but it wasn't. It was actually Jabari Henley. And Dayon Henley gave a tribute to his deceased brother Jabari at that football game that Sunday. Check it out.
I'm in all Gucci, it ain't my fault. She gon' eat the Gucci.
Bruh. Chargers linebacker Dayon Henley playing with a heavy heart today after his brother was shot and killed in South LA.
They do quick snap and pressure's coming, and Henley takes him down.
That was Henley getting a big sack today against the Titans, then falling to his knees in honor of his late brother, Jabari Henley. The 34-year-old was killed Halloween night. Both men are sons of music executive Eugene Henley, better known as Big U, who is an accused leader of the Crips gang, now facing federal charges. Police say Jabari died near Figueroa and 69th Street. Investigators say someone inside a car opened fire, then drove off. There is an investigation now underway.
I just wanted to talk to my brother one more time. It was just an emotional moment for me just to be able to make a play on a day like this, just losing him so soon. So I had to just send a prayer up and just hopefully he heard it and just get one out there. Since I got the news, my brothers was there. I went through it. It was a long day for me, and everybody showed up. Coach Harbaugh showed up, Jesse Minter showed up, and every single one of my teammates showed up. And that's why I was out there today and able to do what I did. It was just because I had a lot of support, and I knew that I wasn't going to let them down.
Firefighters pronounced the victim dead at the scene. Jabari Henley's father, Eugene Big U Henley, 58, is a well-known figure in hip-hop circles and helped launch the career of Nipsey Hussle, who died in 2019. Rapper Wiz Khalifa had called Eugene Henley the godfather of rap. Eugene Big U Henley was indicted this year on 43 counts of running a criminal enterprise that allegedly carried out a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of an aspiring rapper, Rayshawn Williams.
Man accused of being a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips gang, Eugene Henley Jr. has become known in recent years for his charity work to reduce gang violence. Now the FBI is accusing him of running a criminal enterprise that committed a series of crimes, including a murder back in 2021. NBC4's Alex Rozier live with details you'll see for the first time and only on 4. Alex.
Michael, Big U is in federal custody right now. Prosecutors say they have probable cause to believe that he killed a man in Las Vegas in 2021, then dragged his body into the desert. Today, I learned the man killed is closely connected to Big U's family.
Did you ever really learn how to play the drum?
Eugene Henley Jr.'s podcast, seen here on YouTube, is one of many ways he made his name.
It's season 2 of Checking In.
Henley Jr., known as Big U, interviewed celebrities.
The big homie. Yes, sir.
And he's run a charity and music label. But the feds say he's also a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips street gang. And now he's in custody for racketeering crimes that include the murder of rapper Rayshawn Williams. Court papers say Williams, seen here on Instagram, was an artist for Big U's label Unique Music. And in 2021, prosecutors say Williams wrote a song, quote, dissing Big U. Documents say Big U then kidnapped and murdered Williams in Las Vegas in retaliation for perceived disrespect. But before Williams was a rapper, he was a wide receiver for Crenshaw High School.
Let me just say this let me add this to that. Nipsey Hussle also wrote this song, and Nipsey didn't get unalived. Big U didn't unalive that young man for no diss song. I'm not saying that he did or he didn't do it. I'm saying he didn't do it over no diss song. I don't think Big U did that at all. I think that was a setup. I think that was to put something on Big U. And I think Big U knows that. Big U knows that. Like he knows what happened to his son. He knows that. He knows from what happened to Rayshawn, he knows that's what happened to his son. They've been trying to take him out for a very long time. I'm telling you, I don't think Big U had anything to do with Rayshawn Williams not being here directly, but indirectly, absolutely. Because they've been trying to, they wanted to put something on him to put him away. Now they're trying to make it stick. I promise you. I'm not going to go into detail because it's a long video, but I got a real theory on what happened that night with Rayshawn Williams.
The day after he was killed, the football program announced his death in this post on Instagram, saying in part, quote, he was a special guy to all of us. And not only did he play for Crenshaw, the wide receiver was teammates with Big U's son, Deion Henley. This LA Times video shows Henley throwing a pass to Williams. Deion Henley is now a linebacker for the LA Chargers. In 2023, the Times wrote a story about him with the headline, Conceived in Prison, Deion Henley was born into the dangerous world of his dad, who put him on a path to the NFL. Deion's quoted in the article saying, it's one heck of an origin story, adding, you know how they talk about anti-heroes, the people who are the bad guys, but they really aren't? That's my dad. But now his dad, Big U, is back in custody, and the feds say he's connected to a number of crimes, including the murder of his son's high school teammate, Rayshawn Williams.
Mom, Dad, I'm going to finance a $10,000 ring. What would you tell them? Please.
Bruh. The federal authorities have accused Eugene Henley of kidnapping and fatally shooting a young rapper in the face and leaving his body in the Las Vegas desert over perceived disrespect and directing the robbery of an unlicensed LA marijuana dispensary that had stopped making extortion payments to Henley. The elder Henley has denied the accusation, saying on videos, I ain't did nothing, and I ain't been nothing but a help to our community, before voluntarily turning himself in.
So this is going to probably be my last video. I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sending it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they can go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got the last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Cause whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of it until they lock me up.
Henley is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Eugene Henley is also accused of defrauding companies, donors, athletes, and celebrities, including NBA star Draymond Green and Lakers legend Shaquille O'Neal, by persuading them to donate to his charities and later allegedly transferring the money to his personal bank accounts. Eugene Henley previously served 13 years in prison after trying to rob an undercover sheriff's deputy of 33 pounds of that white girl in 1991. That nose candy. Wowzers. Yikes. Big Huey was stretched out there on that sidewalk 11 o'clock at night, and many people are saying for him to walk up to that vehicle, he either had to recognize somebody's voice who called him to the vehicle, or he was expecting the vehicle, right? And he knew who vehicle that was when he walked up on it. Now, they were saying this person had on a mask, and they said it was suspects. So that would imply it was more than one person in that suspect vehicle when this happened to Huey. And they left Huey exposed on the sidewalk for all to see, lifeless, until the firefighters, paramedics showed up and covered him up with a tarp, that white tarp. And it was an eerie, spooky scene because it was a poster right there where baby Huey was laying lifeless that said, "Don't come to LA." Wowzers. And it was an explanation for this, but it was very ironic. But this is where Big Sad, YG and them shot that video, "Don't come to LA," right there, that smoke shop. So that would explain why that poster was there. But it was just, very, very suspicious to see that during that crime scene, "Don't come to LA." Being that baby Huey, the son of Big U, right? Reputable member, he was laid out and stretched out for everybody to see. The murder of baby Huey spread quickly across LA, and many would start to say that it was already retaliation, get back, revenge. A shooting that occurred right after baby Huey was gunned down an hour and a half later in the Westmont area, right? And they're saying that 3 people were shot at approximately 12:40 a.m. on Saturday, November 1st, 2025. And they're saying that it took place in the area of 102nd Street and Vermont Avenue in Westmont. The 3 people suffered gunshot wounds and were taken to a local hospital. The severity of their injuries was not specified in initial reports, but said that they would survive.
Several people hurt after a shooting in Westmont. Bullets went flying at around 12:45 this morning. 3 people taken to the hospital, and we're working to find out how they're doing this morning. The LA Sheriff's Department says a white Tesla was seen driving away from the scene. Stay with Today in LA Weekend as we learn more.
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is investigating the incident. A white Tesla was reportedly seen leaving the scene around the same time of the shooting. A detailed description of the gunman was not immediately available, and the circumstances leading up to the violence remain under investigation at this time. Now, there are no facts and no news articles from the investigation tying these 2 incidents, the killing of baby Huey, Big U's son, at that smoke shop, and this triple shooting that happened in the Westmont area, right? An hour and a half later. There's no connection that they're saying as of right now with both of these incidents, but many people are speculating and saying that this was definitely some type of get back for the shooting, the killing of baby Huey. Now, a member named O.G. Gumby of the Hoovers, he took issue with people saying that the Hoovers had anything to do with this and that the smoke shop on 69th and Fig was the Hoovers area specifically, no doubt. And he's refuting that in an interview he did with Real Tune TV, saying that that area was not the Hoovers' known spot, and the area was known for the pimping and owing that was going on over there. And many, speculated if baby Huey was into the pimping in that area as well, being that a lot of things are still being speculated at the moment.
Queremos una tierra sana, pero seamos sinceros, somos muy...
Everything that goes on in California and LA, the Hoovers don't do it, bro. Everything. I don't give a what it is. When PNB rock, all the Hoovers, everybody. We like the California boogeyman. Anything that happened in this state, they blame on us, bro. Now, they reported, he got killed in Hooverhood. That is not our set. That is not. Anybody that's familiar with gang culture and areas know that area is not our area. That area is actually called Pimp Central, right? This what's the rap dude name? Sad. What's his name? Big Sad. That's where the liquor store that he did the video in front of. That's the same place. All the pimps hang out down there. Hoovers are not allowed there, first and foremost. So he didn't get killed in our set at all. Just because he got killed on Figueroa don't mean that was our set. Even though we got a nice little stretch of set that a stretch of land that on Fig that do run through our community, that section right there is not ours.
62nd and Figueroa, I believe.
It was 69th in Figueroa. Now, for anybody that knows those areas, know that there's a lot of P and Hing going on. I learned that from my boy Ed Hefe. I'm trying to get media trained, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's what's going on in those areas, and that specifically in that area. And in that area, there are all the gangs that don't get along with Hoover. This is where the crypt utopia at. If you are a gang member and you want to be a P, or you got some H's, I'm getting it, right? I mean, if that's what you're into and you're not a Hoover, you're welcome there. That's, what is it? They even got a little clique of pimps down there. what I'm saying? So he didn't get killed in Hoover Hood at all.
Now, a little bit more context. They said that on 102nd in Vermont, where that shooting took place in the Westmont area, it had appeared that the two victims were sitting inside a vehicle when someone drove up in that white Tesla and opened fire. Both victims were transported conscious and breathing, and this marked at least the third shooting of Halloween night in 2025 in LA, with two of them being homicides and one of them being Baby Huey, the son of Big U. Now, with the shooting taking place in that Westmont area of 102nd Street and Vermont Avenue, they're saying that this is definitely Hoover gang territory, so many people started to run with the narrative that this was get back on the Hoovers for killing Baby Huey, right? And many people pushed that narrative until people started rebutting this. Now, in that clip that I showed earlier with OG Gumby and Real Tune TV, Gumby broke down that that area is not Hoover territory. So, you know, a lot of people got it misunderstood, and you know, that's straight from somebody who's from the set, right? The Hoover set, that is. Now, OG Gumby said something that caught my attention. He said that anything in LA that goes on, especially with shootings and murders and things of that nature, they always blame the Hoovers, is what Gumby told us. So how don't we know right now in this situation with Big Huey that, you know, somebody went over there to the Hoover territory, shot at them, to make it look as if it was some type of get back and retaliatory shooting in regards to it happening right after Huey's death, right? That's very well, you know, what could be going on. And I seen a clip with Brick Baby when he was asked by Vlad TV something very, very suspicious that's really been going on in a lot of these prominent, right? The major killings of people like Nipsey Hussle and Nipsey Hussle's friend Fats. Both were killed by their own gang. So could this be one of those instances as well, where Big Huey's gang took him out, right? His own people. That'll be diabolical, but it wouldn't be far-fetched being that, you know, this has happened quite frequently, even with Brick Baby saying that you're not a 60 unless you kill a 60. Wow. And that they couldn't really slide for, you know, these people killing their homeboy because it happened to be another one of the 60s who killed another 60. So that leaves no sliding to be done. Wowzers. Yeah.
A lot of my homeboys died at the hands of my homeboys. I'm from a whole different. You know, you been in LA a lot. Like that Nipsey shit just was like the front line of that shit. Like I done lost most of my niggas. They be like, oh, you didn't slide for this nigga. Like, you right, cause nigga, my boy killed him. You know what I mean? Like what I know, and I don't have to say no names or situations, but anybody in my section know that damn near like 8 out of 10 gonna be our way.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Yeah,
that's sad.
That shit. So I you know what I mean? I don't really know too much about the other side coming to do nothing. Like it's just all internal type shit.
Member 600 of the Rolling 60 set took to social media to call out the Grid Crips, telling them to slide for Big U, and specifically the Grid Crips. And these are people who are employed by Big U, all right, gang members, of course, allegedly, right, that are up under this non-profit program called The Grid that is funded by federal funds there in LA. And these people are said by 600 to have been there at the time of the shooting of Big Huey, Big U's son. 600 is claiming that these Grid Crips were in the area. They were in the vicinity, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't slide for Big Huey. They didn't slide for Big U. So if this right here is true, then this would insinuate exactly what Brick Baby was saying about, you know, his homeboys killing his other homeboys and being involved in, you know, each other's murders, right? 60s killing 60s.
Hey, all you Grid Crips was up there popping it for Big U. Y'all was riding down for Big U. My son got killed. Nigga, why you ain't sliding, bro. All you up there popping it, man. All you Grid Crips was popping it, man. Big U was out here, now his son get killed. Big U can't slide.
Hey, what's up? My name is Butch Walker. I am a producer, singer, songwriter, a consistent. Bruh.
So what y'all gonna do?
It reminds y'all this is somebody who was really not a 60 member. He was a pay-on. He was a pay crip. He paid to be associated with the 60s. He's not directly associated with the 60s. He's like outsourced. You know, he's like the all-brand who shops at Walmart that don't directly work for Walmart, but they work for, I can't remember the name of the company that gets your groceries and deliver them. He doesn't work direct. He's not directly from there. He's just outsourced as a pay-on. But it's funny how he tried to stir the pot and influence violence, more violence, because one person was unalived in that area. And it just so happened to be the son of the person that just got indicted. So he's inciting more violence to happen right here on the airwaves, and nothing happens to him. They don't even blink an eye. Think about that.
Now, what also caught my attention is when he was saying that the Grid Crips were police. They work for the law enforcement, right? And these are supposed to be, gang members and part of the set, but they're all, on synchronized timing with these communication devices, these cell phones, as 600 was saying. And, they got this mass text saying that it was a shooting on 69 Fig, and this was concerning Big U's son who had been gunned down. So this was another reason that 600 is claiming that those Grid Crips were there, faster than any ambulance, or firefighter, or, policeman could get there, being that they got this mass text first. Now, if what 600 is saying is true, right? This would constitute as a back door, because why would baby Huey just walk up to a vehicle that is unfamiliar to him, with a person wearing a mask, and it says suspect, so it was more than one person in that vehicle. Were they all wearing masks? And why was he so comfortable to just walk up to the car if he didn't know who it was? So this is why I think Loose Cannon said he believes that Jabari knew who was in that car and who called him to that car, right? Or why he was even making interaction with this car.
See that right there? Even though Turtle be lying and doing all the fake ish that CS2 back be doing, that I 100% agree with.
Period, point blank.
Big U kicks it with the Grid Crips. See, y'all probably thinking I'm trying to just exposing niggas to say that nothing's going to happen. Big U's team already has been exposed. Big U kicks it with the Grid Crips. Y'all know what the Grid is? The GRYD. These are facts. That's his nonprofit organization that's funded by the LAPD. So all those broke Crips that y'all see hanging up there, Big U gave them all a contract, gave them all phones, and they're getting paid by the LAPD. They're busters. They're not even really considered Crips no more. So that's why I'm joking with him saying, oh, the Grid not gonna slide? Because that's who Jabari was up there with.
So
He's FaceTiming. Yeah, I mean, what else am I doing? Ain't nothing gonna happen, bro. His whole team is Grid workers. Jabari FaceTimed me from the Grid on Crenshaw and Slauson. His brother worked for the Grid. Every nigga hanging on Crenshaw and Slauson in that parking lot worked for the Grid. Them niggas is police. The whole hood know this. So I'm not saying the homies, the 60s ain't going, because that's not their responsibility. That's them Grid niggas. You feel me? To go put in work for that nigga? It's all the Grid niggas they was with. That whole Grid, that's that whole shit. So I'm trolling, clowning them niggas like, oh.
So when 600 is saying the Grid Crips, the Grid means Gang Reduction Youth Development. This is up under the Developing Options nonprofit program that was ran by Big U, Eugene Henley. And fun fact here, Fats, the best friend of Nipsey Hussle, who was alleged to have put Big U on his pockets, put him on his drawers, put him on his ass, right?
Yeah, so basically let's get this straight. So Nip had an altercation with him in the studio or whatever. Big U was like, "Is this song about me?" He was like, "Yeah, it's about you, cuz." So Big U threw the water bottle at him, right? So he was like, "We're gonna have to go downstairs and get down," right? So they in the middle of the street, and Nip kept just bouncing around. You get what I'm saying? Not trying to get hit or whatever, trying to fire him. So he was like, "All right, cuz."
He's supposed to make a diss song about me. Well, I ain't no rapper. I'm a scrapper.
Big U went out there like he was about to mail in the victory. He just knew he had that one. Dead homies. Bro, went out there stretching on that old MMA, mixed martial arts stuff. But that did only work in the mirror. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask anybody. Ask the front hoods. Man, Nip maxed this dude out. Walked him up out of there until Bear Claw say, "Bro, you don't need to be fighting this young dude. Tiny Draws, get out there." Nip gave him what he wanted also.
We end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and Nip admit it's wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way. Talking about my brother not going nowhere. If I was his brother, I'd have did the same thing. Like, you're not going nowhere with you. I would have did the same. But I mean, you're not from Sixty though. And you're not from the hood, so you know you can't really speak on hood business. And
so the next day, TD and them came and he was just doing some bull or whatever like that. So they try to come. Big U tell Nip, get in the car. You gonna go on Bryanhurst and you gonna get in, right? Blacks him like, you ain't taking my brother nowhere. You get what I'm saying? And he tried to pull him out the car. When he tried to pull him out the car, whatever like that, Nip looked over and he was like, "Listen, as long as you don't, we good." So he was like, "Nah." So Fats, right? My homie Fats.
You talking about another situation?
You know, I'm talking about the same situation.
The situation this happens when Black Sam busts in the head.
No, he did bust in the head, but Big U tried to fire on Fats.
Fats put him on his pockets.
And then Fats put him on his pockets.
I got a call on that one.
They said that Fats, back in 2017, after, he knocked out Big U, a week later, Fats was targeted at a dispensary, right? He was doing security in front of that dispensary where somebody drove by and shot at him. He tried to get away, but he was struck by gunfire and ended up losing his life in that situation.
Putting to rest one of the West Coast younger pioneers of the rap game, All Money and crew, Fatso. So definitely gone and never forgotten for this person or this gentleman who was shot and killed there on 59th and West Boulevard. Some conflicting issues in the story, but apparently he was in front of a location and some cars, or one or two or more cars came by, shooting multiple bullets, striking him, in which he died there at the scene there on 59th. Today, there's no one found actually for that homicide itself.
There are a few things I'm growing in my garden. Parsley.
Bruh. And this was right after he had knocked out Big U. And many conspiracy theories are still looming in the air about the killers of Fats, Steven Donaldson. And now we have Big Huey getting shot down there at a smoke shop years later. Wowzers. The irony of that. Now, with the murder of Fats not being solved, right? was the streets talking. There was so many things that, was being thrown out there as to why Big U's son, Big Huey, was killed. People were saying it was Get Back, and people were saying it was for Nipsey. Some people still believe that Big U had something to do with Nipsey's murder. And, this right here hasn't been proven, but, Big U also spoke on that, saying that he didn't have nothing to do with Nip being killed.
Well, I ain't killed Nipsey and had nothing to do with it because I wouldn't have benefited from Nipsey. I didn't have no business with Nipsey. Nipsey ain't signed to me, wasn't signed to me. I don't make no money off the Crenshaw shirts. I don't make nothing off nothing. I create my own. I do my own.
So I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention in case you missed any of these pieces, that went along with the conversation about Big U's son getting gunned down there in LA, that smoke shop. So this right here was very eye-opening to me when this member 600 started explaining that these grid crips of Big U's, right, was supposedly right there with Big Huey when this whole ordeal took place. Yikes.
Did you have a relationship with old boy? With Jabari?
Man, that was my nigga, bro, at one point in time. That was my young nigga. We done done shit together, bro. That's my young nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it way back in the day. The thing is, as time went on, I got into it with his father. He chose his father's side, and that's cool. I just saw Jabari at Big U court day. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? His mama was all in my face, and he got in front of his mom and me like, chill out. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't say, like, nigga, get away from my mama. He knew his mom was in the wrong, and, he just stepped in front of it like, well, chill out. You know what I'm saying? So, I know Jabbar, we never had no problems. I looked out for him 1,000 times recently. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm sure he chose his father's side, and that's cool. I understand that. Now they stopped passing out, the LAPD stopped passing out phones, but the rules still apply. So now they have their phone number in the system. So what happens is, instead of them getting a phone call on their BlackBerry phone, all their phones are tapped, literally with the LAPD. They send out a mass text.
They got the app too.
Yeah, okay, but they send out a mass text. So when Jabari got killed on Figueroa, whatever grid in that area, they have a mass text. Figueroa, man down. 69th and Figueroa. This amount of shots was heard. This car was supposed to be there. Everyone en route, go pull up and get any information you can. So it's another troll where I'm saying, like, where the grid at? Because the grid was all over. Listen, in our neighborhood, we got a joke, right? We're clowning the grid workers. We'll say, man, all the niggas missing is the motherfucking police cars because they get that mass text. You know how fast they're there before the police get there because they get that mass text. You know how fast the grid workers on Crenshaw and Slauson can get to Florence and West Boulevard? A whole lot faster than 77th Street and Broadway. You get what I'm saying? So they there on the scene. So we like, nigga, what these grid niggas? I'll be all over this shit, but when the homie get killed, y'all know where to be found. Then y'all up there popping it. Y'all pull up deep for Spider Log, Big U. Is you pop it to pop it, or you really gonna go do something? So now the pressure's on. Nigga killed your little nigga. You feel what I'm saying? They was all riding for Big U, ignoring the paperwork, saying this, that, and the other, going against all the rules for that rat ass nigga Big U, right? You know what I'm saying? That's their boy. So now Big U ass dumbass in jail. He'll never shit their life. So what they gotta do? They gotta go spy for him. So that's the reason why I'm posting. It's like, man, how is you niggas popping it, but y'all not living up to all that talking? That's the main thing.
So in a quick recap, they're saying the Hoovers had nothing to do with it, according to OG Gumby, right? Hoovers always getting blamed for something. And then also they're saying that, 600 per se, they're saying that the grid workers, the grid Crips, work for Big U. They were out there. They got the call. They were there first. But still, we have no information on who did this. And 600 also was saying that nobody slid for Big U, right? And then we had a situation where 3 people were shot, but they were saying that this is not connected at all with the death of Big U, son, Big Huey. So at the end of the day, man, it's a lot of things going on here. But y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think about it. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, this is OG Jacario TV. with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news.
Let me drop a bomb for Shikari for the content, man. Go subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna subscribe. I like the way he broke down a lot of stuff. I wouldn't expect him to know, all the details and stuff. I would have liked if he didn't run 600 and loose cannon clips in here as rolling 60 members, because they're not. But I guess, it is what it is. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section about this. The sad situation all the way around. But what do y'all think really happened in this situation? What happened to Baby Huey? Who do you think was involved? Why is there no arrest publicly being made or announced? Because they did arrest a couple of people that next day, I think, and we haven't heard anything about that. And tell me, why do you think Big Whack 100 is pushing the narrative that Baby Huey did not walk up to the car and he did not know the people in the car, and that he has a horrific criminal history that would explain why that happened to him on that night? Because here's my thing. If he did, right, let's say he did, what did Big U being free change? Why did it happen when Big U was out? Why Big U being behind bars, suddenly things changed? If he has that, he has that. Why he wasn't targeted before? That's my question. If you're new to my channel, you made it this far, thank you, appreciate you. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share the video, hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop videos. Salute to my Stand on the Media family, all the support y'all give me. Blessings to y'all, appreciate every single one of y'all. If you're new, thank you for pulling up and giving me a shot. I hope I win you subscribe, your follow, but if not, that's okay. Keep coming back. I'll win you over on the next one. But please hit that like button and share this video. Help me go viral and hype this video up. Man, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stand on the Media. Let's go.
Said what you said. If you mean what you said, then stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. If you mean what you said, stand on it, stand on it, stand on it,
stand on it. Media, we make you stand on it. We tell the truth because it's a demand for it. You know the business, I might even ran for it. They called him the press before he even ran through it.
You said what you said. If you mean what you said, stand on it, stand on it, stand on it. You said what you said. If you mean what you said, stand on it, 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 stand on it.